All right, so welcome to Tech Talk 3. Usually I run these sessions live, but if you couldn't be here live, I wanted to share with you the most intriguing part of Tech Talk 3, which was Bash. So the idea of the Tech Talks is that each month, maybe once a month, maybe a couple of times a month, it will depend on the month, I will be sharing with you my love for technology, some of my tools and tricks, the things that I like the most. And then in the meantime, my plan in this YouTube channel is to start also adding some snippets, some little videos, some tips, some little things that maybe don't deserve an entire tech talk, but that I would like to share with you anyway. So today I'm going to talk to you about a new tool that I totally fell in love with called Bash, bash.video. So I hope you enjoy this one, and let's get going. All right, the first thing that I want to do is show you what Video Bash is all about. So the whole point of Bash is that have you ever been invited to those awkward meetings to socialize with Zoom, and then somebody sends you a cocktail recipe, I guess, and you create your cocktail, and then all your colleagues are there on a Zoom screen in a very bidimensional way, and you go into break rooms maybe to talk about the meaning of life? I'm not sure, but it never works. Like, inevitably people show up, and then they show up because they feel guilty not to, and then eventually they leave because it gets incredibly boring. So Bash is there to solve that. The main purpose of Bash is pure fun. So Bash is a really good new software for you to use when what you need is pure fun. You want to have maybe an icebreaker for people who are starting in a team. You want people to just get to know each other and have fun with each other before they do something serious. You want to have a celebration at the end of a session. You want to have a big networking fun session before a conference starts. Those are the moments in which Bash starts. Bash shines, sorry. I was told by the founders of Bash, the CEOs of Bash, that they have new plans for Bash, that eventually we're going to be able to customize some of the games that they offer so that we can use them for learning purposes. But for now, it's really just pure, unadulterated fun. So I'm going to show you what happens when you get into Bash, and I'm just going to go into bash.video and see what happens. Now, when I go in here, if you want to try this, for now, Bash is completely free because I think it's still in beta. And you just, if you haven't done anything like that, you can go through all the explanations that they have about Bash, and then you can just start, right? Like, you can host an event, I suppose, or try a demo. I guess trying a demo would be a way for you to try it without having a group of friends, but honestly, the best idea is to host an event. Now, because I already have an account, when I go into host an event, all my events are already in here. So, for example, there's my program, the Master of Science in Leadership Development at Drake University, is going to have a shameless plug. We're going to have a leadership conference on the 30th of April. I'm going to put the link on somewhere on this, on the explanation for this video. And then we're going to have a networking event using Bash on the 29th. So what you see in here are the rooms that we already created for that. And notice that you can create several rooms because we are expecting multiple people. And because Bash is all about playing games together and chatting together, it doesn't work if you have a zillion people into the same room, right? So you usually try to keep the rooms to, I want to say no more than 10 maybe. And you can create other rooms if you want more people in there. And notice that once I create my Bash, I can copy the link to the Bash, and then I can send the link to the people who are going to participate in the conference. This is a Bash that I ran for my technology class. I teach technology, so I wanted to introduce my students to Bash. They had a blast. They really had a lot of fun. They had great things to say, and all we did was we went in there and the people got to play some games. And this was the one that I ran for Tech Talk 3. I'm sorry you couldn't be there, but I just wanted to record this just to show you what happens with Bash. So what I did today is I invited my daughter and one of her friends just to come in here so that we could demonstrate Bash to you in all its glory. Okay, so are we going to start with Cards Against Humanity? Okay, so I'm going to pick this here. And Maggie's demonstrating something. You can sometimes say awesome by picking reactions from GIFs and other emoticons and things like that. All right, so we're going to choose Cards Against Humanity, start the game. I'm the judge and the caption is fantastic. So technically this has already started. Does everybody see your GIFs? Your GIF options. Okay, so you just choose one and I get to judge which one is most fantastic. I can see from my screen that Talia has already chosen. Maggie obviously has a weird hand. Okay, there it is. So start the review. Okay, that is oddly weird. I'm not sure if that's fantastic. Okay, that there, I like that. Yeah, definitely that one. So time to pick a winner, and I get both of them, and yes, absolutely. So who won here? Maggie wins round one. Okay,
That's
so
not fair. You have things with one. Of course, you're going to pick the wine.
all right, so who is the next one? Oh, Maggie's judging violent. Okay, so now I get to choose something violent. Okay. Okay, this one sounds good. Ooh. Oh. All right. Okay, Talia, you get to choose this time. And the word is bad. Gosh, I don't have too many good options here. I guess I don't have any options that I'm particularly happy with. So okay. So normally we would go on, right, and start the next round. But since our whole purpose here is to demonstrate, I was hoping we could demonstrate then, like finish this one and demonstrate the Pictionary one. You guys cool? Quit, yes, end the game, and then play a game, and this time it's Pictionary. Okay, and Maggie will be drawing first, so... Oh, it's my turn. I'm the one who has to...
It says you're Maggie.
It says I'm Maggie?
Yeah, I think it's because I'm using your computer.
Oh.
I have no idea what this is.
It's like a superhero wallet.
Okay, let me try again.
Are we supposed to be like guessing letters?
Yes.
Fine.
Oh, stapler.
Well, you're not supposed to say it because you just told your opponent what it is.
Oh.
Okay, I guess you guys all enter, and then it
Ready
depends.
for it?
So now we have two Maggies because one of them is, I don't know which Maggie it is now, because I'm also Maggie. I don't know how to change that. That's the problem, is that we're using the same computer. Well, it's because we're using the same computer, so I don't know which Maggie is which Maggie. But okay, Talia, you draw next.
I'm horrible at drawing, so this will be interesting. Sure.
Kidney. Potato. What on earth is that? Is that a chicken? Oh. Oh, it's a I don't know how to say it in English. It's a chicken baby. It's a pinto. It's peep? No. Chick?
It is not.
It is not what you're thinking of, actually, by the way.
Oh, it's not that? What on earth is that? Is that a duck? No. Oh, it's a penguin.
Yes, it's a penguin. I tried to write ice so you'd know where he lives.
All right. Okay, so as we wind this down, because this was just supposed to be a very quick, demo, I was just wondering if you guys have any input on what you thought about using Bash. Okay. Maggie, do you have anything to say?
It's very fun because of the way that the platform is constructed. It's much better than Zoom for something informal. The only thing that I will say is if you have team members with very, very old computers, it might not work very well.
Okay, so that's a good point, is that it's a good idea if you're going to use it with a big team, you should check what the level of the computers are, because my computer is probably 4 years old, 3 years old, but it was a decent computer 4 years old. It's a decent 4-year-old computer, right? But if 4 years ago you purchased a computer, then by now it's not going to be working at all. So you probably want to test it with your team members before you use it. Talia, any thoughts?
I really liked it. I thought it was really fun, especially because on Zoom there's not like game activities. So I thought this would be a really great idea just to get together with friends and things like that. So a lot of fun.
Yeah, and I agree with you. I think it's fun even now when all you can do is play normal games. You can't customize the games in any way to use for educational purposes or so on. But sometimes all you want is to have fun. All you want is to have people doing something that will unwind them and get them ready for something, or you just want to celebrate. Now, eventually, when they do allow us the opportunity to, for example, customize the Pictionary terms so that you can use terms that you learned in a class or that were the theme of a conference or whatever, that will be awesome. And right now, I think they do that on a request basis, like you can, from a consulting basis, I suppose you can ask them to do that, but it's not something that the user can do. Eventually, however, my understanding is that that's something that will come in. So that's Bash. I strongly recommend it. Everybody that I had who tried it had a lot of fun. I tried it with my students and they absolutely loved it. And I'm fully planning to use it again. And thank you so much, Talia and Maggie, for allowing me to demonstrate it for the Tech Talk. Take care, everybody, and goodbye. Okay, so just to finish this Tech Talk, this was a very brief demonstration of Bash, which is a new gaming tool for teams, for conferences, for happy hours, for whenever it is that you want your team to simply have fun. You just go to bash.video to create your account, and I hope you have as much fun with Bash as I did. Take care, everyone, and see you in our next Tech Talk.